Ooh.
Yeah. Welcome back to the 5K podcast. Today I have a question.
What's your question?
Why is it that men can't multitask?
Ooh. I mean, I guess in our mind we want to go from start to finish on something. We never want to start one task and then start another, because then neither one of those tasks will get completed. It just won't happen. Like if I start vacuuming the house, I get to the living room and then I stop and then I start cleaning the kitchen, I'm just not ever gonna go back to vacuuming the rest of the house. I have to complete the job from A to Z before I go to the next job.
But you know you didn't finish.
Yeah, I know I didn't finish, but I have to complete the task from A to Z before I go to the next task.
But how come? But you knowingly know that you didn't finish the first task, so why can't you go back? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know what that is. At least with me, I have to.
Excuse me.
I have to complete a task that I started.
Do you think that men are incapable of multitasking? Like, it's just not in you, or could you be taught to multitask?
I don't think it's in it. We could probably be taught to multitask, but if you have a team of men and you want all those men to multitask and you're trying to teach all 5 of these people how to multitask, you're probably never going to get anything done.
Okay, so what I do normally in the kitchen is I don't like to really cook unless the kitchen is clean. So I can start, on making noodles, because noodles are going to take a certain amount of time.
Right.
To boil the water and to cook. So it's like I know I'm getting like 8 to 10 minutes blocks. So I'll start my noodles like the water boiling, and then wash dishes in between.
So you guys, that's ridiculous.
And then I can stop washing dishes to put the noodles in, start the timer for them to cook. While that timer's going and they're cooking in the boiling water, I go back to I finish washing dishes. Like, you couldn't do that. That's essentially multitasking. So I'm completing 2 things at the same time, because one of them, there's a delay in between. You can't do that.
Why not just wash the dishes, and then after the dishes are washed, start the water for the noodles, and then go sit down?
Oh, so you'd rather use your delay time to sit down?
Yeah.
It's the same. But then when the food's done, you're completely done in the kitchen. Then you can sit down and enjoy your food. And you don't have to think about dirty dishes.
Yeah, that's correct. Because I washed them before I started cooking. Yeah.
Well, what are you sitting down to do? You're going to stop and start whatever you're sitting down to, like, say, watch TV. You're starting and stopping watching the TV.
9 times out of 10, it's a sporting event. So the sporting event doesn't stop. Whether it's wrestling that's on or whether it's baseball, because it's baseball season right now. It doesn't stop. So you can sit down and watch a side.
No.
And then once they change sides within the inning, your shit will be boiling by then. And then that's when you go in there.
That makes no sense.
Put the noodles in.
That makes no sense.
Why not? Have you ever watched how Cameron operates in the kitchen? He'll put some shit on.
And he leaves.
Yes.
And it's annoying because the stove is on.
Yes.
It keeps me in the kitchen. Like, washing dishes keeps me in the kitchen. That way there's no fire that breaks out. Like, what the fuck?
I understand what he's doing, but when I do it, I'm in the living room.
He'll go all the way to his room at the back of the house.
Yeah, see, that's different. That's what I don't like. Don't leave the whole area. But if you come right here in the living room,
Yeah, because you have yelled at him about that.
yeah, don't leave the whole area. Stay in the living room.
And that's what I thought was funny. I was like, how are you yelling at him when you do the same fucking shit?
But I go in
it's
the
like,
living room.
But I stay right in the living room. I can see what's going on in the kitchen.
Yeah, because if a fire breaks out, just say a fire broke out, I could at least put the shit out. But if you're in a bedroom,
Closed door.
closed door, and then you know how he does it.
He does put a timer on his phone.
But if he's talking to one of his friends, yeah, the timer will go off and he'll be still on the PlayStation, doing whatever.
I just don't.
Like, what in the world?
So okay, so you're born that way. Is that what you're saying? Because if Cameron is like that, then
I guess
it's
guys are born
inherently
one dimensional. Yeah.
I mean, you don't mind being one dimensional like that?
Huh?
You don't mind being one dimensional?
Yeah. Have you ever been to a car wash and seen how many men are at the car wash?
Focused.
Because it's either Saturday or Sunday. They had in their mind, okay, I'm washing my car today. So they'll go and they'll wash their car. They buffing it, the tires and whatnot. If they got leather seats, they doing the treatment on the leather seat. They doing everything. But I have to complete it from start to finish. But then after that, don't ask me to do anything else. Because I told you before I left what I'm doing. I'm going to wash my car. And
that's the one thing for the day.
That's it. Yeah.
Excuse me.
And then you guys but it's funny how women get mad. Like, you just wouldn't go wash your car. You'd be gone for 3 hours. Okay.
So in turn, with that same concept and philosophy, when I'm gone at the store for 2 hours, that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, because you used to get mad when I would not want to go to the store with either a kid or you. Like, oh, you're going to the store? Oh, we can come. And I'm like, no.
I never understood that at first.
Yeah, because it's like, I guess that's the only thing that I mean, it's still kind of like multitasking because I'll listen to a podcast while I'm shopping.
I didn't understand it, honestly, and like fully, even after all these years, until I went over the road.
Yeah.
Because no matter what city I went into, I would walk into a store and I'll be like, okay, because I'm in the truck, you only can buy a couple of things.
Yeah.
Because the refrigerator's only was so big.
Yeah.
So I'm focused on get this thing, grab some bread, a soda, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm only going to be in like 2-3 aisles and then I'm out of there because I can't fit shit in the truck anyway.
Yeah.
And I'll be walking around and I'm just like, and it'll be women and they'll be in there just
looking at
it, reading everything. And I mean, it didn't matter where I went. I could be in Columbus, Ohio. They doing the same thing. The women, they just, and these are not like, oh, these are just white women or just black women. No.
Yeah.
I'd be in Florida, fucking the Puerto Rican chicks, the Cuban chicks. You're like, all y'all do that shit.
Yeah.
All of y'all. So it's like I was like, you know what? That's not a my wife thing. That's like a woman thing. They just go to the store and just.
Yeah, like give me 2 hours on a Saturday. It's always Saturday morning.
It was always.
I'm not in the house when you wake up, it's because I'm at the store.
Now I can't say it was always Saturday, but it was always in the morning.
Oh yeah. I love being the first person in the store in the morning.
Man, there'd be like 5-7 of y'all.
It's the best thing in the world.
And y'all are so strategic. It's like y'all know, don't come down this aisle if I'm down this aisle. Because none of y'all are in the same aisle at the same time. It's like the weirdest shit in the mornings. Like,
we have our list, but then we have like, and don't let it be Target. We have our exploring days too, where we gotta explore the back ends of Target. On the back aisles. The end caps.
Oh my god.
That's like the best thing in the world. All the clearance shit.
Okay, so y'all do all that. So why is it so hard to accept that?
I just feel like in the house, in a home, there's like multiple things to do. So trying to maximize your time by doing multiple things at the same time is better than focusing on one thing at a time.
No.
Why?
No.
Why not?
No, you do.
So okay, so here's
you do one thing.
Here's the thing. Okay, so if I'm cooking or if I'm washing dishes and you come and try and hug or kiss me and I tell you no, it's because I'm focused on what I'm doing. Is that okay?
I guess, but we know.
But you get mad though.
Because we know you guys know how to multitask.
That's fucked up. But what if we want to embrace the single focus mindset? So we could be like,
though.
yes, we can.
No, you can.
We could be taught.
But why do you want? What? Wait a minute. Let's go back. Why do you want us to be taught how to multitask?
Because it'll get more things accomplished in the house.
But who does that benefit?
Everyone.
Does it really, or does it
actually
benefit
clearly
you?
my multitasking benefits the family, right?
But does my one dimensional help anything?
Sometimes. But it would be nice if we were both multitaskers.
That's never gonna happen.
So then what? So should we both be just one single focus people?
No, because you're already into how you are. I can't tell you yeah.
What if I want to learn how to be single focus?
I could say yeah, but you're not gonna do it because it's not how your brain
try.
works. Yeah, you could try, and it's gonna last for 2 days.
I might need help though.
No.
You wouldn't support me.
To do one thing at a time?
Yeah.
No, because you have been you as long as...
But what if I'm like, babe, I can't cook dinner right now because I'm washing the dishes?
Well, why can't you do what I do and just wash the dishes first and then cook?
Well, that's what I'm gonna say from now on. I'll start dinner after I wash dishes.
So you want to be
one-dimensional? I feel like it would alleviate a lot of stress.
Okay. I don't think...
So you're on board with it?
I don't think we'll be able to argue. Who's going to argue with you? You're the one making the food.
I know. Because all you guys legit wait for me to cook. I've noticed that. But that's why Kenny goes and paces back and forth. Because this fool... He'll be hungry, but he doesn't want to say he's hungry. Yeah. And he'll always say, nothing's wrong. Nothing. Mm. But then as soon as I tell him the food's ready, he gets his little plate and he's all making his plate all happy and smiling. And I'm just like...
Just skipping back.
Hangry. He is hangry.
Yeah, I'm not about to say, Mom, can you cook? But...
Yeah. But Cameron would just straight up ask me, are you cooking today? And if I say yes, he'll be like, oh, okay, so he'll just go back in the room. But if I say no, or I haven't figured out what to cook, then he'll make himself something to eat.
So why can't Kenny do that? Oh, my God.
He's capable. He just doesn't do it. He's lazy.
I thought when I looked, I thought somebody hit the door. I was like...
Yeah. There's some sounds. It's odd sounds. I'm like...
This place is creaking.
We gotta get out of this place. Shit.
Look at this Blair Witch Project going on.
Wait, but do you think it's 100% of men and women that are like that, or do you think like there are the rare breeds of women that are single focus, like they can't? Because I feel like that's my multitasking and like feminine energy is kind of built into me, but that's like part of nurturing too. It's like nurturing people. Want to kind of, make sure everybody's okay.
I've seen a high-level multitasker guy, but he was a gay guy, so I don't know if that is... He
was leaning more into
the feminine portion of it, yeah.
But do you also think...
Because it tripped me out, because I remember I was in Mississippi at the gas station, and he was like, he did some shelves, and he... put the coffee on real quick, and then he was doing something. Then he came back and finished the coffee up, and he was moving. And there was 3 people in line, and he was like, "Can y'all just wait a second, real quick?" Because he can't ring us up and do that shit. So He was doing the multitasking shit, and then he came over and rang us up, and I was just like, I don't know if I'll be able to do all that. Like,
well then that, and maybe it's not a feminine masculine thing. Maybe it's a like natural energy, but also like how you were brought into the working world. Like what? Like because if that's his first job, or maybe his previous jobs, he always had to multitask.
Yeah.
You kind of have to do what you got to do to get your check, right? Because
Yeah.
if you don't do it, you're not gonna have a job anymore.
He was at the gas station. You know, this was the combination gas, so you had the regular gas on this side, the diesel fuel on this side.
Yeah.
So everybody that was in line, because it was like 4:30 in the morning, it was all truck drivers. So we were like, take your time, because we all just pulled out of the parking space into the fuel island.
Yeah.
So we're letting the truck warm up and some more shit because it was cold that day. So, but yeah.
Like, you've never had any multitasking jobs?
No, all of my jobs have been kind of like what I'm doing now. It's truck driving, security. IKEA, when I worked at IKEA, way back, what was that, 20 years ago? That was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Damn. But that was... I was in the warehouse, but I never had to do this, that, and that. Because it was boxes.
Yeah.
I never had to like, oh, well, you got to put the boxes up and build a shelf at the same time. I never had to, you know what I mean?
Put
Like
these two things together.
I never had to do anything.
Maybe that's a little bit of that. But I wonder if that's like not only, I mean, it could be naturally you're like that, but then also you get trained in whatever job you have, but then also you excel at that job, then you'll probably be attracted to more jobs that are more similar to what you've already done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like at the ice cream shop, well, like at the stadium, like when we worked at Sports Arena.
Yeah.
Like, they assign people, like, single task. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I feel like that was always... The regular stands that you were at were single tasks, but I feel like at the ice cream shop in the stadium, there was multitask. It's like I had to take the order, do the ice cream. Like I had to do everything. Especially if we didn't have enough people. If we had 4 people in the stand, then there was the taker, the cashiers, and then the ice cream people. But,
yeah, because the stand I was always in always had like 15, 16 people.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I think we all, because no one wanted to do ice cream. I don't know why people, they would take people, if a regular stand was short, they would take people from the ice cream and send them to the regular stands. And the manager would get mad because then that meant she had to help the cashiers. But even at Maggie Moo's, I mean, yeah, I think I would multitask because it's like you help one customer, you know, through the line, you scoop, you make their ice cream, and then you're the one that rings them up. So you're always doing multiple things and kind of cleaning along the way. And then you got to wash out dishes, you got to, yeah, so I feel like maybe all my jobs, even at the state, were multitasking, like being a stock person. I was filling multiple orders at the same time, supply orders. So, I feel like until now...
even filling orders, like, it was... even filling orders was a one-dimensional thing. It wasn't a... Yeah. When I had to fill orders at IKEA, when I moved over to home delivery, it was still... like, there were steps. So you do 1, 2, then 3.
Yeah.
Because you really couldn't skip a step to go faster.
Yeah.
You had to do 1, 2, then 3. Like,
yeah.
You know.
But I feel like right now, like the position that I'm in now, it's like I'm having to learn how to single task or do, maybe not single focus in one day, but block out time for a single thing. Like, okay, I'm going to work on this person's stuff for these 2 hours. And then the next 2 hours, I'm going to do this. And then the next 2 hours, I'm going to do this. So I do accomplish multiple things in a day, but I'm having to singularly focus on one thing at a time And at my previous jobs, or positions, I should say, at this company, I never had to do that. It was always like, handle the 5 people that you have at a time.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. I don't like that.
Yeah, well, I tried to approach it like that at first, and I got a little burnt out. And so I think now it's like I'm doing these blocks of time, these 2-hour blocks, and that has actually relieved my stress a little bit.
Yeah, because if you hyper focus on one thing, that's it.
You can go 100%.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like you're not.
Because if you have to call somebody, if you have to call the goddamn courthouse.
Yeah.
I don't know. You got to call somebody. So you have to call the courthouse for Mary, Jack, and Jill. You know you got to call for all 3 of these people.
Yeah.
But if you just focus on Mary and not have all 3 of them in front of you, yeah, you could probably get all 3 of the calls done in one call if you have to call the same desk.
Yeah.
But you're going to be fumbling over
all
your
over
shit.
The place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have noticed that I fuck shit up. I fuck shit up when I try and multitask.
Yeah,
like
no.
I was rushing the other day to like complete like three of the same thing, and it was a lot of copying and pasting, but I was just changing the names and addresses. And I was going so fast that one of them, I didn't change the guy's address, and I was like, oh yeah, here, review this. And the attorney was like, you said it's for this person, but it has this other person's address on it. Are you sure it's ready? And I was like, you know what? It's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I was just like, damn, I was moving too damn fast. Like, just one thing at a time. Just, even if I'm copying and pasting, just do one thing at a time.
That's what it.
Like,
when I get stuff back like that, that's the one thing I'll be thinking. Oh, this person was probably doing like 2 or 3 things at once, and they're trying to get me, her, and her.
Yeah.
Or him and him and her. Like, you got like 3 to 5 things going, and so I'm like 4 out of 5. So my stuff is fucked up. The person behind me, their stuff is just probably obliterated.
Yeah.
But you get this document that says you completed whatever, and you're looking at it like, first of all, ain't none of this right. I don't know who lives on Windsor Street, and I've never been to Connecticut before. Like, you know,
who the hell is this for? Whose shit is this?
And how do I even know that there's a Windsor Street in Connecticut?
Yeah, like what were you doing? Just take your time.
He's like, God, dog.
Yeah.
So.
I think that's crazy. I never even thought about. So then it makes me wonder, like, what kind of job Cameron's gonna get if he's very single focused. I know he told me out of his own mouth that he's like more of a hands-on learner. Like he can't.
Yeah.
Like he can't just read something and do it. Like he has to like show me how to do it, you know, in person, and then I can do it. Don't just tell me. So I just wonder what kind of job he's gonna get.
I mean, that's why you don't see, when you go to the places that I go, the Home Depots and the fucking Lowe's and the Dixie Lines, and it's mostly men, because that's a singular job. There's one guy that does the forklift. There's one guy that takes the orders. There's one guy that's at the cash register. There's the manager, who's a guy, but he just, when he works, he looks and, okay, he's done. Okay, he's doing what he's supposed to do. You know.
But what about like a grocery store? I feel like at grocery stores it's kind of a mix. A little bit.
When I was at the grocery store, the manager was a man, but the assistant manager was a woman. And the assistant manager, we would see more than the manager.
Because she was running all over the place.
Cause she always was outside of the office. Hey Kevin, hey Jeremy, hey, and everybody knew her.
Yeah.
We knew the manager, but when he would come in, we'd be like, "Hey, how's it going?" And he'd walk in the office. Hey, what's his name again? I don't know. What is his name? We didn't remember, and still to this day, I can kind of see his face. I could see hers more though.
Yeah.
In my memory,
Yeah, because you know what? Okay, even at Sam's Club, like when I go to Sam's Club, all the women are on the registers, and the people stocking, the stock guys are guys.
Yeah.
Like doing the forklift and restocking the fruit and all that stuff. They were teaching it when I went the other day. They were teaching a girl how to use the forklift thing, but I was very surprised at that because I'm just like, because the guys doing the fruit are just very like singular. Like I'm just gonna unload this pallet, however long it takes me.
Yeah.
and sometimes they just drop the pallet in the middle of the fucking aisle. I'm just like, you just dropped it and then walked away. Like you don't think you need to put this shit out. Take it off the pallet so people can put their carts down the aisle. Mm-mm. And just like let that shit sit there. Like, oh, we'll wait till they take shit off halfway and then.
That's especially if it's in the morning.
Yeah.
That's kind of the idea. Let people take as much off because when I come back,
man,
I will only get to put like 5
There's
things.
There's like so many aisles that I could not go down because it's like you didn't see this big old box of beer, all these boxes of beer blocking stuff. Nope.
If you put it in the center of the aisle, that shit will disappear.
But the ladies at the cashier are like running around, helping, put stuff in the carts, take stuff off the carts, backing up other cashiers, Yeah. I'm just like, these ladies are running around with their chicken, like, look stressed, and then the stock guys are just like, do. I'm like, damn.
And the older you get, the more you slow down, so they see that, and they're just probably like, I'm gonna go even slower. Like, I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to let y'all stress me out. And that's the thing. Sometimes jobs want you to, oh, well, you're a good worker. You could do this too. No, I can, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. I've been placed in that position. I don't know how many times. Well, you could do this too. Yeah, I know I can, but I'm not gonna do that.
Like, thank you.
You have somebody doing that, so you don't need me.
Yeah.
But we could use the extra person. You could hire an extra person.
I think that's why, like, I wonder if that's why, like, in business, like, it's more of a struggle because most businesses are run by men. But now that, like, as a woman, like, I'm getting into my own business, it's almost like you have to lean into a different type of energy.
Yeah.
Because you have to, like, hyper focus on the one thing you're trying to do or the one goal you're trying to accomplish. And I'm wondering, like, that's why it's been a struggle, Like, just to focus on one thing. Because there's, like, a million things I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I just have to do the one thing.
Yeah.
At a time. Focus on one thing at a time.
If you get that.
Yeah. It's been hard. It's been... Gotta tap in. Tap in. I think that's why I run things by you first. Because I'm just like... Is this a good idea, babe? What do you think about this, babe?
And a lot of it sounds good. It's just like...
Let's just do it. Do it.
We just gotta do it.
Do it, lady.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm actually really tired. I'm sorry.
Dang.
I've been fighting this cold. It's wearing on me.
Oh my god. You ready to go home?
Yeah, and I want to go home. We've been at a hotel, and I kind of miss my children, unfortunately. Unfortunately. I also miss the comfort of my own bed, too.
Yeah. Just
So you can't beat your own bed. Even though, I mean, it's not like the beds are not soft.
yeah.
It's just not my bed.
You broke your bed in. That's what it is.
Yeah, like my bed's fitted to me.
Yeah.
Like this unfitted soft ass bed. The hell? Yeah. Plus, I probably just need to rest.
Raggedy ass memory foam.
Rest a little more. I know. Stupid ass pillows are gonna bunch up.
Ooh.
Hmm.
And I took one of your pillows last night.
First world problems over here.
You weren't even using it. I was like, you know what? I need 3.
I know, because it was in the way, because it was too fluffy.
I was like, I need 3 pillows
It'll
anyway.
suffocate.
I sat up there. I was like, oh yeah.
No, it's too soft.
Had
They're
my
too
head
soft.
propped up.
Yeah, plus we gotta check out. These bros have been knocking on the door. Housekeeping. Girl, it's 9 o'clock in the morning.
You better get on with yourself. Now they got
Housekeeping. Checkout's at 12.
now they got the big walkie-talkie outside the
Yeah.
door. What the?
You're like, we're checking to see.
Okay,
Stop it. Anyway.
We gotta run.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you comment on if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're listening, leave a review, and we will catch you guys in the next one.
Late.
Peace.